the opening scene of E.T., we have an introduction of humankind through a loud disruption of peace. This is through the force of cars arriving at the scene. This creates the idea that humans are disruptive and don't respect nature. We are only introduced to E.T. as he is digging up plants and being watched by a bunny in the opening scene. Immediately this suggests to us that E.T. is not a threat, and that the prop of the plant shows us that E.T. is not interested in anything else around him due to the focus on that one plant. This also shows that he is not looking for something to prey upon, as we often assume animals interested in plants would not be a threat to humans. The fact E.T. is the only character we are introduced to and the silhouettes of the men are all we see shows that they are not important, and E.T. is the main focus of this opening scene. The aesthetic within this scene allows the meaning to be put across that E.T. won't be something to fear. Another point in the opening scene is through character expression and movement. The alien's heart glows when the owl hoots. This is to see whether or not the rest of the group is okay. This also allows the audience to assume that they are close and care for each other like a family, working together to ensure they all remain safe. A secondary point about character expression and movement is that E.T. is designed to move like a toddler. When he walks, he waddles, and he has a round shape and big eyes, just like toddlers do. This portrays to the audience they should feel a maternal response of feeling that they need to keep him safe and ensure he does not come to any harm. All of these elements of mise en scène in the opening scene allow the audience to create a clear image of the binary conventions of the sci-fi genre. At the start of the film, E.T. is on a mission to collect examples of what plant and tree life is like throughout the galaxy. Despite whatever advanced technology E.T.'s race of aliens possesses, it is clear their true reverence is the world of nature and organic life. This helps to humanise E.T. as we understand he's here to learn and discover, with the true aliens and monsters of the film being the government officials trying to take him away. Through the aesthetic of trees and E.T. studying the nature of planet Earth, this creates the meaning of difference between species. This also is shown through the difference of what is studied. The aliens are studying wildlife, whereas the capturers are more interested in the species of alien, suggesting that the aliens are more interested in protection rather than the humans' interests, which is on the top of the Earth. This allows the audience to create a positive connection towards E.T. from the beginning of the film, creating a positive verisimilitude as the audience suspend their belief within real life to find reality within this fiction. In the ending sequence, props are used. It begins with the close-up makeshift communicator with their hands that E.T. and Elliot have constructed. It is an important prop that signifies E.T.'s ability to transform everyday items of childhood suburbia into something fantastical. This is an allegory of their bond and how you can make something from nothing. It is the final scene, and it means that the audience can see that maybe if you love someone you may have to lose them. Another key element of mise en scène in the final scene is the lighting. Elliot is bathed in heavenly light from the ship. Elliot looks at Mary, and this creates the aesthetic of solidarity that he is staying on Earth with his family and this is where he belongs. In this scene we see that E.T. represents Elliot's childhood dreams and his desires, and that all of these things will still be able to be beside him. Alongside props, character expression and movement is again used to show how the whole family has made a connection with E.T. It also shows how collectively they are all experiencing the same emotions about him leaving. They all have solemn faces, which creates the audience's response of empathy. Finally, in the ending scene of E.T., mise en scène is used to create the aesthetic effect of fantasy and wonder. Elliot's mum bows down to E.T. and Elliot's level during this sequence. This suggests that his mother is showing acceptance, relief, and trust. She understands that Elliot and E.T. have a close bond and relationship. As an audience, we understand the emotions and feeling through their crying eyes and body language towards each other being close and meaningful. The aesthetic effect this creates is the effect of both sci-fi and love, as we further understand the unique, special connection they feel towards each other. This can also suggest that Elliot finally has closure.